The myth of the Hydra, the monster that grew stronger. Long ago in the swamps of Lerna, long ago in the dark, misty swamps of Lerna, there lurked a terrifying creature, the Hydra, a monstrous serpent with multiple heads, each one capable of spitting deadly venom. Its very breath was poisonous, and its blood could kill on contact. But the most horrifying part, if one head was cut off, two more would grow in its place. This beast was not born of the natural world. It was the child of the deadly serpent Echidna and the fearsome giant Typhon, both monsters feared by gods and men alike. The Hydra terrorized the land, devouring livestock, poisoning the water, and ensuring no one who entered its domain ever returned. Heracles and the impossible task. When King Eurystheus of Mycenae ordered the mighty hero Heracles, or Hercules in Roman myths, to complete 12 impossible labors, one of them was to slay the Hydra. The task seemed hopeless. How could he defeat a creature that only grew stronger with every wound? But Heracles, son of Zeus and Alcmene, was no ordinary man. With his immense strength, sharp wit, and a fearless heart, he set out to face the beast, bringing along his loyal nephew Iolaus to aid him. The battle in the swamp. When Heracles arrived at the Hydra's lair, he covered his face with cloth to protect himself from the toxic fumes. With his mighty club, he struck the first blow, crushing one of the Hydra's heads. But before he could celebrate, two new heads grew in its place, hissing and snapping. Heracles fought bravely, slicing off heads with his sword, but for every one he severed, two more took its place, making the monster even deadlier than before. To make matters worse, Hera, the queen of the gods, who despised Heracles, sent a giant crab to attack him as well. But Heracles, ever the warrior, stomped it into the ground and continued his battle. The fire that ended the beast. Realizing that brute strength alone would not win, Heracles called upon Iolaus for help. His nephew set a torch ablaze and burned the stumps of the severed heads before they could regrow. One by one, they turned to ash until only the immortal head remained. Heracles then took his golden sword, a gift from Athena, and sliced off the final head, burying it beneath a massive rock so it could never rise again. The Hydra was finally defeated. A deadly legacy, but Heracles did not leave empty-handed. He dipped his arrows in the Hydra's poisonous blood, making them deadly weapons that would later prove both a blessing and a curse. Even in death, the Hydra's venom continued to shape legends, for these arrows would one day bring about Heracles' own tragic end. And so the swamps of Lerna were freed from the monster's reign, and Heracles triumphed once more, but at a price. For in slaying the Hydra, he had learned a bitter truth. Not all battles are won by strength alone.